Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show. I want to make one statement. This ridiculousness of women saying that they're not making enough money or they don't get hired and there's not equal opportunity for women, that is complete BS. Now we know that it's BS. There have been all sorts of studies and research and people actually tracking women, tracking families, tracking CEOs, tracking all various sorts of industries and markets. Let me give you my own personal experience. Now, of course, what I'm about to tell you is completely illegal on their part, but as sure as I am black and tall, they said it. Can I work at your posh restaurant as a host? Now, a lot of restaurants that are posh have male hosts. I've seen it. I've dined at them, right? We don't hire men. This is just one example. I've tried to work at many places where they just come right out and tell you right on the phone, we don't hire men. Don't even fill out an application. Don't even come down here. We do not hire men. Period. And when checking with the city and they said that particular position in the city is dominated by women. So yes, they're right. They don't hire men and people aren't going to expect to see a man. Now, women are trying to make inroads into stuff where they say that, well, the environment isn't inviting to women. This is the whole notion about this whole video gaming stuff. The environment isn't inviting to women. And the stupid video game developers, instead of saying, this is our target market, these are the people who purchase 99% of this particular type of game, they go, okay, screw those men who are 99% of our market. We're going to have female heroes, females in an MMO. I'm going to say this and now you're going to notice this. In the online games, we're going to have a female as the general, the captain, the spy, the chief of police, the policeman. Every time they say, go find this quest person, you go to the quest person in charge and they're in charge of something and it's a female NPC. What? No, seriously. I want you to pay attention. Anytime that it is so pervasive, it's sickening, and it's sickening because you can see that this is all contrived. It's not something random. This particular NPC happens to be female. No, all of anybody in charge that you go to for your quest is now a female. Oh, it's just a game. Well, if it was just a game, then why is there female lobbyists beating down game developer doors, telling them they need to put female characters into and you have Anita Sarkeesian over here making a career out of shafting people and bullying people into making stuff and then saying, oh, you're not doing enough for women. And that's just the video game. Let's slide over into the real world. Women dominating entire fields. Nursing. Really safe stuff. Now I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail about nursing is dangerous. I don't know. Not from where I'm sitting. Not from my knowledge. Nursing. Dominated by women. I believe the thing was 77% is women. Social work, speech pathology, stuff like that, right? These are sciences and they're dominated by women. But no, that's not enough. We need to create legislation to get women to choose. I'm sorry, they don't say it like that. To create a conducive environment where women can get into engineering. Title IV, Title V, Title III, I don't know the number. Where they said that all of the sports facilities must be equal, and if you offer it to men, you have to offer it to women, which actually serve the purpose of all of the women's organizations then going after schools that just did not have the women facilities because no women showed any interest, and they closed down the entire sport. That's what it did. It didn't create something so that women could do it. What they did was went around to school after school after school, shut down the wrestling, shut down basketball, shut down the volleyball, shut down the tennis, shut down the baseball. And now they're asking for equal opportunity football. I already did a video on the whole, and this is true, I already did a video on it. They want to put women on the football field. I'm not talking about kicker. I'm talking about linebacker, wide receiver. The insanity of all of this. So they want to pass legislation to get women into the sciences, to the high sciences, where the women can come out making $70,000, $100,000 a year. Women are already graduating twice as much than men. Women earn twice as many degrees as men, and still claiming, and it's a complete lie, that women make less than men. Well, if all the women if 70% of the women that you're actually doing a survey on are social workers and 90% of the men are engineers, of course women aren't going to earn as much. And when they actually then started looking at how long do women work hourly in the week, how many years do they work, do they take off, they found that women don't work anywhere near as much as men. They just do not work. More women consider 35 hours to be a full-time job, and that's what they work. It's actually, I believe, below the part-time level. Maybe full-time is 30 hours. But women work the bare minimum to be considered full-time, whereas men work 40, 50, and 60 hours a week. Just that alone means that you're not comparing people of the same thing. And they're trying to get they are actually trying to get the government to force, I don't know what they're going to do, because women do not want to be engineers. It is not a question of the engineering department saying, hey, you have breasts? No, you got to get out of here. Vagina? No, thanks. Trust me, they're not doing that. And they're trying to get now here is the straw that broke the camel's back. That destroys their argument completely. They were going to lose. This is one of those Title 4, Title 5. I don't know, whatever the legislation is. They were going to lose their team because they knew that the women's groups were coming after this college to destroy the swim team, the boys all men swim team. So what they did was set up several booths everywhere that students were registering at the college. Everywhere where they wanted to register for stuff, sent out flyers saying, we have created a women's locker room and you can join the swim team. They had registration all over the school. Out of thousands and thousands and thousands of students coming into, the new year, 2 showed interest. They didn't sign up, showed interest. And the women, the administrators said, women don't come to school to swim. Women don't come to college for sports unless it's some rare woman who has been doing a certain sport all of her life. 99% of women don't go to school for sports. Whereas the male students who've probably never done a sport, and we're not talking about, the super duper semi-pro level of, I'm not talking about, people who are drafted into the NFL or anything like that. We're talking about the volleyball team, the swim team, fencing team, horseback riding team, stuff like that. Men will come to school, see some sort of sports registration, and sign up for it. Simply because men like sports. Men love team sports too. And this is coming from the actual, and of course, no women signed up. The women's group came and shut down the men's. Wait. It gets much better. High school baseball. The alumni who had graduated from that high school poured in donations into the baseball field, bought the bleachers, bought the land. No, Title 4 said, nope. No female facility, no female team, nope, shut it down. And even with the people protesting saying, this is not even funded by the state. This is funded by private individuals. Nope, but you didn't pay for anything. You don't have a say in it. Nope, we do. Shut down. And this is rampant. Field hockey, lacrosse. I mean, anything you could possibly think of. And all they do is go around shutting down. Of course, they can't shut down the big school football stuff, right? They shut down football at the tiny schools. They shut down baseball at the tiny schools. They shut down basketball at the so don't get it twisted. It's when they're making 100,000 a year off of some sort of team, or 1 million, or millions, or they're televised. That's when you get people going, no, Jezebel, you need to step on. You need to get the stepping. Bye, Felicia. That's the only time that they stand up. Otherwise, they shut down the men's teams. These small colleges that aren't known for football, they shut down their entire football system, everything. Coach loses his job, everything, the whole 9 yards. And the parents don't have a say. How are women helped by this? They're not. And in fact, of course, they're hurt because at these small colleges, you go, I'm the captain of the football team. Not anymore, you're not. Want to date me? Nope, no more football. I'm the captain of the basketball team. No, you're not. And they do recruit at those small schools, if you're a big fish in a little pond. Just wanted to say that. Tell me how women are helped by this. And of course, then it comes out women are still, after all of this, more unhappy in the past 50 years than ever before. Higher suicide rates among women. Higher depression among women. Higher dissatisfaction with love life, with work life, any aspect of life that you can think of. Women are more dissatisfied. And you know what is not true? Men are actually getting happier and happier and happier. And women have far more privileges now than ever before. Anything you can think of, a woman today already has some sort of cause or whatever, or legislation already passed to assist a woman, not a man, a woman. And yet they're committing suicide. 30% increase in suicide rates among women. What's the answer? The answer is not honing in on male-dominated markets. Competitive video gaming, dominated by men, 99%, doesn't need women in it because women are still not in. After all of this female lobbying, talking about we need more women in there, we need more women in there. After all of that lobbying, bullying, terrorizing these game developers, they then did a survey and found that it's still 99% men. Women literally surveyed or say, I don't like those games. A lot of them said, I don't even get it. I don't get it. You shoot and you kill somebody. I don't get it. I don't even understand. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail. This is, my girlfriend, that's how I met my girlfriend. All that is just your girl. I'm talking about a survey of thousands of women who said, don't get it, not interested, don't want to play that. No idea why Anita Sarkeesian is trying to target all of that crap. No idea. We don't play those games. We don't like those games. They saw absolutely no change in female participation in the male-dominated video game genres. They still like Farmville. They still like Bejeweled. They still like Penguin Island, or what is it? Penguin Online? I don't know. I don't know whatever that game is. Beauty Quest, Kim Kardashian Online. Love it. Play it to death. Love it. Understand it completely. Fashion Diva. Love it. Halo? No, don't get it. I don't know why she's trying to get women into Halo. We need strong female protagonist. No, you don't need strong female protagonists in something that's dominated by men. You are literally trying to force men into feminization, into a genre that there are no women and they have zero interest in being in. Transfer that to the engineering department in college. There is nobody keeping a woman out of the engineering department in college. And in fact, there have been female engineers for over 100 years, something like that. There are women inventors. Nobody has said a woman can't do blah, blah, blah. There are 80-year-old women alive today who said, look, I did this in the 20s. I did this in the 30s. Nobody ever said I couldn't do it. And I have already made videos saying it was never a husband that said, honey, you can't do that. There was never a boyfriend that said, honey, you can't do that. More than likely, if a woman didn't do something, it was more at the encouragement of her mother or her father. We've picked out a good boy for you. You're going to live a wonderful life. He has plenty of money, has a good job. He has already got a house. We would like for you to meet him. And even then, we have women who said, no, I chose to go to get an engineering degree. And listen to this. I on the down low interview people all the time. Met a woman who said that and she said, and I didn't get married and I never had children, and was almost in tears telling me this. But you have an engineering degree. You worked as an engineer. There you go. You've accomplished a lot in life. Yes, but I'm about to die. I'm 80 years old. Hello? I never had children. My husband did not want children. He had already had children from a previous marriage. He was done with children. I obliged. I furthered my career. I got very high in my career. And she's almost in tears. Talking to me, having a conversation. She's at the next table at dinner. No children. And, kicker, they got a divorce. And I got the notion, the feeling that she was saying, I have not accomplished anything in my life because I do not have children. This idea that you're an independent woman and you don't need a man and you don't need to be married and marriage sucks and it's a patriarch. I had somebody come on my channel and say patriarch. I said, bye Felicia, get off my channel with that stupid patriarchy. You're talking to a black man. There has never been patriarchy applied to black men. Patriarchy has been applied against black men as it's been applied against black women. I'm black first. All of you black people, you're not gay first. You're not a woman first. You're not a man first. If you're black first. This isn't an opinion. I'm telling you facts. I'm a practical guy. This is your internet dad talk. You're black first. All of this, I'm a lesbian first. No, you're not. You're black first. We need to stand up for the LGBT. No, you do not. You need to stand up for the black community first. Take care of that problem first. And all the rest of this garbage that you want to promote, that can happen later. Well, we need to march. No, you don't need to march for that. You need to march into City Hall and get you a business license. Now, I made a statement in a previous video saying that business is ugly. Capitalism is efficient. Why would an employer hire a woman over a man when the employer knows that a young woman is going to, like I just said, women take breaks from work? That's a reality. To go have children, to even outside of having children, they have found that women just take breaks from working. Why? Because they can. Because they're women. They're married to a man. The man takes care of all the bills. So she just decides one day, I'm not going to work. I'll see you next year. Women do this. This is outside of having children. Women, 40% of women who work take 6 months or more out of working. Just boom. Don't want to work anymore. Now, I said the employer, knowing this, should not hire women, especially if you're working in a deadline industry. Can you imagine if you were a woman working for NASA and they say, okay, we got to get this payload up and running in 6 months, and you just decide, well, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just going to take a leave of absence. So now you have this entire team depending on you, and you're taking a leave of absence. That's horrible. That's awful. And that happens because she's a woman. She has the privilege of being able to do that. So I said the efficient capitalistic employer would say no to hiring a young woman, which means that if you wanted to hire a woman, she should be over 40 something, That'd be a great boon, wouldn't it? For all the older women who are coming back into the labor pool? Yes, and that happens a lot. They come back into the labor pool at 40 something. And actually, overall, women are leaving the labor pool. They've tried the 2-income household. They have actually sat down and calculated that, okay, I need to pay for a new wardrobe. I need to pay for a second car. I need to pay maintenance on that car and all that sort of stuff, and gasoline to and fro. Now I have to pay for daycare for the children and this for the children and that for the children that I can't provide because I'm not sitting at home. And that actually, because of the lifestyle that they want their children to have and that they want to have while working, they actually pay more in expenses than what she actually brings in through the door. So women are calculating this and just staying home. She can then budget the husband's income and actually come out ahead. They're actually losing money by having the woman go to work. Is that crazy? That's how the lifestyle is these days, though. That's the cost of living these days. So women are leaving the labor pool. So you have all of these feminists saying, oh, blah, 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 we need to this, we need to this. And women are actually doing the calculations saying, oh, no, hold on, Anita. Hold on. We need to sit down and discuss some numbers here because I don't think these numbers are working. And they're leaving because they're simply unhappy with trying to compete, the pressure of competing in the workplace. It gets to them. As a man, you just have to grin and bear it, and you cannot let see anybody, let them see you sweat, but not let them see you cry or show any sort of emotion. Huh? Right? That's the part of being a man. You have to just grin and bear it. So I said the efficient employer should not hire a young woman knowing she's going to leave. So what's the answer? No, I'm not a sexist. I'm not saying don't hire women. What have I said to everybody on all of my videos? You don't go work for somebody else. This is what I've been preaching from day one. You don't go work for somebody else anyway. You open up your own business. When you open up your own business, you can take off for 6 months. Why? Because if you set the business up, hire a manager, hire an administrator, you don't have to be there. That's having the business work for you and not you work for the business. Okay. So the answer, of course, is start your own business. Of course, I know, although I have 1,700 videos, people are going to ask me, well, how do you start a business? I have 1,700 videos. Go watch them. I'm not big on you working for somebody else to begin with. So don't come at me with, we need equal pay. No, you don't need equal pay. You need to start your own business. That's what you need to do. This is the same exact thing I preach for the black community. Start your own business, each and every one of you. Then all of this, rest of this garbage about police not respecting us, that will all go away. Because once you own a business, you're going to see the police in a completely different light. And trust me, they're going to see you in a different light. And if you don't like the light that you see them in, as a business owner, you can get rid of them. Because you're paying the taxes of the city. Majorly. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.